It's movie review time, and today I'm off to see the comedy drama The Roses, which is directed by Jay Roach and stars Benedict Cumberbatch, Olivia Colman, Andy Samberg and Kate McKinnon. So, let's get into the plot. Life seems easy for picture-perfect couple Theo and Ivy. Successful careers, a loving marriage, great kids. However, a tinderbox of fierce competition and hidden resentments soon emerge when Theo's career nosedives and Ivy's own ambitions take off. Now, the movie is loosely based on the 1981 novel The War of the Roses by Warren Adler and is a remake of the 1989 film. The screenplay is by award-winning screenwriter Tony McNamara, who previously did a film called The Favourite back in 2018, and more recently another film in 2023 called Poor Things. Both I'm unfamiliar with. Now, the director Jay Roach's previous work does include films like all the Austin Powers movies, which were spoof films, and also the Ben Stiller and Robert De Niro film Meet the Parents. Both of those films I have an appreciation for because of their comedy. Excitement level, it's a little bit above mid-level, and that's mainly down to the two leads, Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman, both very good actors. I really love Colman in the British drama series Broadchurch, that was fantastic. And I have seen her in recent movies like Paddington in Peru and Wonka. And Cumberbatch I haven't seen for a few years now since he played Doctor Strange in the various Marvel films. A little bit further back than that, I saw him in the war film 1917. And then before that, he gave one of his best performances in the 2014 film, The Imitation Game. If you've not seen that, I highly recommend that. Great film, and he gave a great performance in it. But it'll be interesting to see him swap one battlefield for another for tonight's movie. So now just heading in to watch the movie, and of course I'll give you my thoughts afterwards. As always guys, if you do like the content, do press like and subscribe because it really does help out the channel. So, see you on the other side. So I've just come out of the movie, so let's go over the highlights and then the hang-ups, starting with the highlights. The biggest strength here is the acting. Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman were just brilliant together, and they bounced off each other so well. At the start, they felt like a believable, happy couple, and then as things start turning bad, you can really start to see the cracks forming. They argue, they scheme, and they go to the extremes, but it still comes off believable because of the way the actors sell it. Cumberbatch, who you often see in more serious roles, except for the odd exception, I mean, he has his funny lines in when he's doing his Doctor Strange stuff, and he did actually provide the voice for the Grinch in one. I really like that movie. It's the animated DreamWorks version of that, but in this film he really shows off his comedic timing, and he doesn't just play it for laughs. He brought real frustration and even a little sadness to his character. Olivia Colman was great. She was absolutely hilarious, and what's nice is she sort of went from really sweet and nice to the wife from hell in an instant, and that just added to the comedy. So yeah, both performances were a real highlight of the film. The script was another highlight for me. The insults, the comebacks, the mind games that they would play, and some of the funniest moments come from the dialogue. I found myself laughing throughout the movie, and I heard quite a lot of people around the cinema laughing just as loud too. This film very much reminded me of Vince Vaughn's and Jennifer Aniston's The Breakup. If you've ever seen that film, you're laughing throughout the film, but you have to sort of remind yourself you're seeing a relationship break up, as the title says in that film. But in this, you get the same sort of vibe, except for they probably lean a little bit more into the drama, more than that film did. The side characters in this were good fun. They did border on a little crazy at times, but they never ever sort of took the focus away from our main two leads. Kate McKinnon was the standout for me amongst them. She was basically Kate McKinnon being very Kate McKinnon, but she had me laughing throughout the movie, and I did enjoy her performance. Finally, I have to say I did like the visual style of this film. In the beginning, everything's bright and comfortable and clear and picture perfect. And then when the marriage takes a turn for the worse, so does the environment. Rooms got trashed, chaos took over, and even the lighting felt darker and more unsettled. It really mirrored the breakup of the couple, and I thought that was a nice, clever touch. Hang-ups. The ending of this film, unfortunately, I didn't like. The film really builds up a tension between Cumberbatch and Colman, and it gets bigger and wilder for it all just to feel really flat by the end. It went for a laugh rather than a satisfying conclusion, so it kind of took away anything that felt real that preceded it. It's one of those films where you go, oh, Wait, hang on, is that it? I'm guessing some people will like that element to it, and it does work on some level, but for me, I'm not a fan of that. The other thing I'd say is the story itself was pretty weak and forgettable, and by the end it didn't really leave any lasting impression on me. The last thing I'll say is the tone. Although it was okay, there was just a few moments in the film that were a little jarring, where you'd be laughing out loud and it would just switch in an instant to heavy and dramatic. Overall, I had a fun time with this movie, and I think it's mainly down to the fact that we have Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman in the main roles. They are literally carrying the film on their shoulders. The comedy in the writing, as I pointed out, was also good. It's just that by the end of the film, it doesn't leave you with any lasting impression towards it. And some part of that might be because of the ending. If you just want to go to the cinema and laugh a lot, then this film has you covered. I'm giving Roses 3.5 stars. Have you seen Roses? If you have, let me know in the comments below what you thought of it. And as always, guys, if you do like the content, do press like and subscribe, as it really does help out the channel. Of course, you can check out my other playlists, which contain other movie reviews, movie rankings, movie locations, movie attractions, and more content to come in the future. As always, guys, thank you again for watching, and until next time, I'll see you at the movies.